What's up? Ready for Ready for Western New York and Pennsylvania?
Yeah. You got 5, so you're probably gonna get a lot.
Hayden, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great.
Our June 7th, 2019 morning started very early as we approached Erie, Pennsylvania, bound for Olean, New York. Our goal today was to capture Montreal Locomotive Works 6-axle locomotives that run exclusively on the Western New York and Pennsylvania. These locomotives are serving out their final months in operation before replacement by General Electric AC 6000 CW locomotives. Our day started in Olean, New York, where 3 Alcos are seen here sitting in the fog. After getting word the southbound, Emporium-bound sand train had already departed Olean, we raced down the road to try to intercept. We would find no sign of the train until Port Allegheny, Pennsylvania, about halfway between Olean and Emporium, Pennsylvania. Now let's watch as 2 classic M636 locomotives pass our cameras as they throttle up from a speed restriction through Port Allegheny. Today's train had Western New York and Pennsylvania M636 685 leading. This unit is known for its classic Nathan M5 air horn, the only unit on the property to have a horn of this type. The trailing unit is also another M636, with this one being number 643. Now let's continue our chase of this southbound sand train, running under the ID OL1. Continuing south along Route 155, we pull off and watch as this Alco duo throttles up for the Keating grade just ahead of it. This grade is the reason why the Western New York and Pennsylvania bought these Alcos in the late 2000s. As we continue south, we now catch up to the train as it approaches the Keating Summit grade. At this point in the chase, the sun popped out of the clouds, and the fog burned away promptly, providing a clearer view of the train. Our next spot would be North Emporium, Pennsylvania, after missing the train at Keating Summit. Many people were chasing today's OL1, and most of them decided to shoot at Emporium, just as we did. As the train comes into town, they stop and go over paperwork for switching, which would happen before the train heads back north to Olean, New York, as a turn job. News of the six-axle Alco retirement off the Western New York and Pennsylvania's roster has attracted many rail fans to shoot these old six-axle units, as shown here. Western New York and Pennsylvania is one of only a handful of operators of M636 and other variant types of six-axle Alco locomotives, making these locomotives a rare sight on today's railroad scene. Now let's watch as the train pulls forward in preparation to switch. As OL1 begins its switching, we would leave this train behind and head up to Eldred, Pennsylvania to intercept the second run of the day on the Western New York and Pennsylvania, this time being a light power move sandwiching a gondola bound for Turtle Point, Pennsylvania.
If we don't see you. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're headed back.
North Eldred, Pennsylvania is home to a classic Pennsylvania Railroad signal bridge, similar to the one in Emporium. Now let's watch as today's OL2 passes underneath with C630M, number 630, on the point. Moving to Turtle Point, Pennsylvania, we now watch as this light power move approaches the facility here, where they will pick up empty rock hoppers bound for Machias Junction with the Buffalo and Pittsburgh Railroad. With the train now put together and the conductor back on board, M636 number 637 can now lead the train north as it heads for Machias Junction, New York. We would shoot this train at the following locations: South Eldred, State Line, and Olean, New York, before calling it a day on the Western New York and Pennsylvania Railroad. As we get our last shot of OL2, we would like to thank the crews of Western New York and Pennsylvania for putting on an amazing show for our cameras. As always, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more railroad content just like this. Happy railfanning and train chasing. Be sure to stay tuned to our YouTube channel for the continuation of the rest of our day as we focused on the Buffalo and Pittsburgh Railroad in the afternoon and evening.